Hello, everybody. CW here. Happy Independence Day to everybody. 4th of July here. It's about, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And the boomers and the kids are going crazy outside, launching off fireworks and making all kinds of noise. And my poor dog is hyperventilating under the bed. But she'll get over it. What we're going to do tonight is we are going to have an unboxing. I got a box here from another YouTuber. We're going to be doing a kind of a conglomeration, a combination, a two-part thing. I'm going to do some 410 shells for him, and he is going to do some testing. He got a new 410 or access to one, and he's got a couple of chokes that allow him to shoot more open bore. So we've been talking for a while, and I'm going to load him up a couple of different slugs. I'm going to use over here, I'm going to use these stump wad slugs that I've had in the past. You probably haven't seen them in a while. I haven't seen them at all on this channel. I had them on the other channel. Basically what this is it's a 10 millimeter bullet, 40 caliber 10 millimeter bullet, and I super glued it. I hot melt glued it into this stump wad. So you've got this portion here that goes over your powder, and you got this that makes up your slug. And they work really good. The testing I've done with them is, as long as these stay stuck together, they shoot really accurately. And they are 400, 401 in diameter. So as long as you've got an improved cylinder, trying to think what a modified is going to be. I don't know if modified is open enough, but an improved cylinder, these would be okay in. I'm not a big fan of screw-in chokes with slugs, but it should be okay. I load up another slug using a 41 Magnum bullet, and you've seen that in another video on my channel here. But that's not safe through any kind of choke. That's only safe through a smooth bore. A cylinder bore. In other words, a cutoff barrel or no choke at all, because then it's going to be 410. The idea is constriction. Constriction in slugs, solid lead slugs, is not a good thing, because they don't, you're pushing them down at pressure, at speed, and they don't like to change shape. So you're going to damage the gun, create back pressures, have issues, have problems. So it's not a good idea. When I do my slug loads, I like to use a 390 ball or a 395 ball. And the reason for that is most 410s are full choked. And most full chokes in a 410 run about 390. 392, 395, in that range. So you're going to be safe with that ball. It's way bigger than the 00 buck that you find, 000 buck that you find in most commercial slug loads, so they're more accurate. And my loading is a little higher velocity. It's right out of the book, nothing fancy. We're not playing any games here. This is right out of the book, and they're faster, and they hit with more authority, and they're more accurate. So that's what he wants to try. So we've got these slugs to try. We're going to give him some buckshot, 2-pellet buckshot loads to try. And I also have another buddy who casts up these. These are a 410 shuttlecock style pellet. Now I have to fill these because I've learned that these tend to fly better when you fill the bases with hot melt glue. So I'm going to fill these bases with hot melt glue before I load them up. Then we're going to weigh them. Then we're going to see what we got for a weight, and then we're going to decide on a load. So I'm going to load him some of these. He said probably 20 shells would be enough, but I'm thinking I'm going to give him at least 10 of each. And I think I've got 2 different bullets there. And I've got this one. And then we've got the buckshot loads. So probably 40 shells is what I'm looking at. And then you're going to see on his channel He's going to shoot them at range. He may have enough to shoot into gel. I don't know exactly what he's got going on, but I will give a link to his channel. Let's open the box that he sent us. This is going to be 410 hulls, because I told him that I was a little shy on 410 hulls. Now I'm hoping that these are 2.5 inch, because I don't know if we specified. Not really a big deal. I can trim them down to whatever we need, but let's hope that there's some 2.5s in here. A little schmutz on my blade. Where all the loads are going to be with little gun, which, as much as I dislike it for metallic cartridges, it's a great 410 powder. So that's what we're going to use. Again, nothing fancy, nothing risky. We're going right out of the book, and I'll show you the book and its loads here in this video at some point. Let's see what we got here. Well packaged with multiple bags. Yep. Definitely some 3 inches in here too. But there's some 2 3/4. Good, 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 good. I'd like to be able to use different colors for each loading, so it's obvious what he's got for a loading. But we'll see what we got here. It looks like we got some Federals. We've got some Winchesters. And that's a slug load. Some Remingtons, but I don't know if we have enough. All right, we got some Dove and Quail here. The nice thing about 410 hulls is most of them are the same style, so we can use them pretty much interchangeably. And these would be pretty good, because I'm just going to set my length and trim the length. But these are going to be in a single shot on his end, so I know the gun he's using. I actually have the same one. Maybe I'll pull that out and show you the same gun. Let me go get that. Put these aside. I'll sort these out really quick before I come back, so that I can be prepared with that. Again, I just need 10 of each. And I got primers out here already. I got the powder out here already. I got balls up here on the rack. Slugs there. I got to get my hot melt gun out and fill up 10 of these slugs. Pull the book out, show you guys the book. And I'll be right back. Stand by. Sorry about that. Okay, let's check some weights here, because my loading data is based on this right here. This is 2 triple O lead balls and 2 stump wads. That's a stump wad, and that's the ball, triple O ball stuck in top of it. So what's important is the compression, the length of your wad column, and the weight of your projectile. So we've got basically 155 grains. I don't know if that's going to come through on the video, but it's 154.9 is what that weighs. So we know that. So let's check what we have here with some of our other projectiles to compare weights. So here's our slug. Now this has got glue in it that I have to trim, but we're letting that dry. So let's put this over here. 113.7, so 114 grains. So we're lighter. That's a good thing. And these ones over here, these are our 175 grain with a stump wad, 183. And here's a 154 with a stump wad, 150. So we know what we've got. So the only one we got to worry about is that 175 grain to cut back on that load. So let's get going here with some more stuff. While I was off camera, I took advantage and I was able to resize and prime all our cases. So I've got 40 cases all primed, ready to go. I didn't get everything different because I didn't have enough different to do it. We're going to have 20 of these. So Justin, I'll mark them up so you know what you got. But you're going to have 2 sets of these Federal long brass cases, 2 sets of 10. One will be a Winchester case. One will be another Winchester case, white. And then you'll have 2 sets of 10 of these Federal high brass, high brass. I will mark them up and write them up exactly what you got. And there we go. I don't think I mentioned, I said Justin, but it's the Guns and Cars channel. And I will have a link in the description. I've got everything loaded up. What we've got here is the Federal cases, high brass Federal cases. And this is the conventional slug that was filled with, the base was filled with hot melt glue. So that's 10 of those. This one here is the 175 grain 10mm bullet that I glue into the stump wad. This one here is the 145 grain 10mm bullet that I screw into the stump wad. So these are screwed together. So these are going to be good. These are going to hold together. These should hold together. But as you're shooting them, if you're getting, a pretty good group and all of a sudden you lose a bullet or it goes crazy, it's probably because they came unglued from the stump wad. I need to work on keeping them on and attached. It's still a work in progress. But this, this will help me do that. And here is the 2-ball 395 diameter 2 buckshot balls. There you go. So there's 40 shells ready to go. I'll get these packaged up, get them out to Justin, and you should see them on his channel. He's usually pretty good, but give him a month or so to get it done and get it edited. I'm assuming he can do it in that amount of time. There you go. Here is the 395 balls that we used. I cast all these up myself. The 410 slugs were given to me because I wasn't sure if I was going to buy the mold. So I'm still not, but I probably will. But we'll see how they shoot because I haven't even played with them. I do have a few loaded, but I haven't played with them. So Justin will be the first shots with them. Well, there we go. Okay, guys, all loaded up. Again, keep an eye on Justin's channel. He does some great stuff, a lot of bullet testing, a lot of gel testing. He mixes up his own gel. He uses Knox gel, and he's done them side by side with the store-bought stuff to see the difference. But I think it's 10% Knox gel that he uses, and it works really good. It's really, really consistent. Don't know if this is going to go through that. There's nothing here to expand. These might expand. I'm not sure what they're cast out of, but these are pretty hard. These are relatively soft, so these might. But there's nothing really to see in a 410 slug. Really, what you're looking for is velocity and accuracy, and I think that's what he's testing because I know he wants to shoot him out to 100 yards, 50 and 100 yards, and see what he gets compared to store-bought stuff. So there we go. Some slugs for Justin, and I showed what I could show for YouTube without getting in trouble. So wait and see for these on Guns and Cars channel. God bless everybody. CW out. I almost forgot, guys. I forgot to show you the gun. This is what I believe he has. These are really close to the old H&Rs, but it's not an H&R. It's a model. What does it say there? Stevens 301, 410, 2.5 and 3 inch. And they come with a rail on them, so you can mount an optic. They're pretty cool. They come with all different kinds of camouflage on the stocks, and they come with screw-in chokes. And mine has a super full Carlson's in it, but he got some improved cylinder and some different chokes, I believe, so he can safely shoot some of these slugs without a problem. So there we go. This is just a 3D printed shell holder that gives you an extra shell right there handy when you're turkey hunting with it. And I've got a buttstock carrier on it as well with a couple extra shells. So there we go. God bless everybody. CW out.